Hello everyone, this is Melissa with Enchanted Emerald, bringing you a reading here for March 1st, 2023, and out of the traditional Rider-Waite deck, we have the Star card. Now this is very indicative of a vision that you could be holding space for. This could be something that you're holding in your mind's eye. This is something that maybe you're even working actively towards at this time. What I'm hearing with this, however, is the song by John Mayer, Gravity. Okay, so this is really speaking to me along the lines of maybe some personal struggles that you could be having to deal with, some personal hardships that you're having to deal with, because when we think of gravity, this is something that kind of holds us down, right? It keeps us grounded and stable, right? Or it could be something that holds us back, right? Keeps us down. And so with this, I'm really feeling as though that emotion that comes in with that is that there's this sense of longing for this past version of yourself, right? Maybe you're longing to identify with this older version of yourself, the strengths that you've had in the past that maybe perhaps you have changed and you are no longer able to keep in touch with that same level of energy. And so maybe you're longing for that past version of yourself to connect with that. Maybe you are longing to overcome past issues. Maybe you are reliving the past in your mind consistently, and it is time for you to really allow yourself some time and space to grieve that and to feel through those emotions so that you're allowing yourself to heal that and to release that, whatever that looks like for you. This is really indicative to me of some sort of a struggle that you are dealing with at this time. So I'm feeling like you are, in essence, going through a shadow period, right? Working through your shadow self. And so in all of this emotional work, you will end up bringing all the shadow stuff out into the light, healing it and releasing it and becoming that better version of yourself. Now, when we have that longing or that version of ourselves that we want to be from the past, that really means to me, I can feel that maybe this change is scary for us, and that's normal. Change is scary, and embracing new things, that can be very scary for us. And moving through that energy, we can identify with things from the past that bring us comfort, where we had a really good point in our life, or we resonate with that as being a very good time in our life, or where we felt very strong, we felt very happy, we felt like things were going very well, right? And maybe in this change, that fear is coming up, and you're not feeling so secure, you're not feeling very strong, right? So just understand that that's where some of that comes up from. Now, these struggles, these personal, internal struggles that you could be dealing with could be, your lack of confidence in yourself, in your decision-making process, things of that nature. Or maybe you're just struggling with, reliving the past and allowing yourself some grace and compassion, one that you would so ordinarily give to your best friend, and that you would offer that forgiveness to them and say, hey, listen, take it easy, don't be so hard on yourself, right? You have to be able to be your own best friend in those moments. So allow yourself some grace and give your inner child that forgiveness that you would so easily extend to your best friend, because you need to be your own best friend in this point in time, and offer yourself that forgiveness as well as you're working through some of that energy and that emotion, okay, from the past. And that John Mayer song at the end of it, they say, keep me where the light is. So it is bringing that shadow out into the light, allowing it to be exposed, feel it, heal it, release it. And in the end, you will be feeling a lot lighter energetically, and you will be feeling in a space maybe much more able to take on new tasks, to tackle these new challenges that are coming at you. Okay, so I really feel like this is about embodying a sturdy version of yourself, or a steady version of yourself. So this is about you taking consistent action in overcoming this self-doubt that you keep putting yourself into that space, right? And you're drowning maybe in that self-doubt. This is about overcoming that. And what I was shown with that, it's almost as if someone is standing to reach something, that you're reaching for that vision. You're really trying to get that into your space, right? You're reaching for it to bring it down into your reality, right? Or you're longing for that, and so you're taking those actions, but you're doing those actions from a space where you're not feeling confident. And so it's not necessarily working to the best of your ability. And so it's just taking longer. It's not coming to fruition as quickly as you had hoped. And I feel it's almost as like you've given yourself a boost by being consistent with your action, taking action, and doing all the things that you need to do. It's almost like you've built yourself this foundation, but it's not quite solid. I feel like it's made out of, like one of those wooden pallets where there's like the holes where you can like see through it, right? Like you can peer through it. Somebody can poke holes in it, right? Like holes in your story. The foundation is not quite solid, but as you go to step up on that ledge that you've built for yourself with that foundation, it's still holding you up there. So you haven't lost your foundation, right? That will always be there. I think it's about reinventing how you reach for that goal and how you bring that down into that space in overcoming some of that confidence, that doubt, bring out that self-doubt and working through some of that. And the only way to do that is to start to work through that with taking things on with courage, right? Knowing that these past struggles that you have gone through have been all purposeful in leading you to this very point in time, and taking that and allowing that to be something that catapults you, right? Taking your strength from that experience and moving forward, right? So when you are then in essence standing on that foundation, it's still holding you, even though it's not perfect. And so you can still reach, even though it's not quite solid, you can still reach to bring that vision in for yourself. So allow this to really catapult you, right? You will be facing criticism or judgment from other people, but you have the ability here to be self-reliant, right? We don't need to rely on others for our nourishment of our soul, or for our confidence, or for our resources. We have our God-given talents. And so it is about focusing on what are my talents and what do I bring to the table, and how can I make this work for myself? So channeling that into your projects to allow this to really grow, allow this vision to grow and come to fruition. And so this is really, I get the phrase like sing like a canary with it, okay? When we talk about the canary, and I'm going to revisit this here in a second through the reading, it's about allowing ourselves to inspire other people with our gifts as well, because you never know who's watching you as you're reaching for your vision and you're striving to reach that goal. You might have a way with words at this time, and you are in essence possibly even intended to overcome this struggle and allow others to see you in that light so that they're inspired by that. It is about extending compassion to yourself as you've gone through things from the past, and then allowing yourself to extend compassion to other people in inspiring them in the process, right, with your God-given talents. And so this is really beautiful. So this is about allowing yourself with this star card to be that dreamer, right? Allowing yourself to dream, allowing yourself to, first of all, acknowledge the dream, believe that the dream can come true, and then as always allowing that to begin to take shape in your life, where you're not just reaching for that anymore or taking consistent action for it, but you're going to start to see that actually start to evolve around you. And you're going to feel so grateful for the process, because the process is just as important as it showing up for you, right? Because that is what helps you to grow. And so I think that right now it is imperative who you are surrounding yourself with. Okay, so this is where that becomes important. Why? Because it determines the quality of your outcome. It determines the quality of your experience. And I think that ultimately we all want to soar to great heights. And when we look at this card, you can see, hopefully you can see through the light here, that there's a bird in the tree in the back. And that's what I was very drawn to here, okay? And when we talk about that bird and singing like a canary, right, it's very joyful energy. A canary is bright yellow. It's very, very joyful energy that comes in with that. And so, you know, we do ultimately want to soar to those great heights and experience great things. Spirit wants us to ultimately enjoy these amazing things that we have available to us, and to do ultimately what we came here for, is to, you know, enjoy these great things and these amazing things. Okay, and we have that all available to us. It is about recognizing that we do have those things available to us, and then claiming it, right? Striving for it, claiming it, and then ultimately experiencing that in our reality. And so who we share our vision with becomes very important, because we want to make sure that the people that we're surrounding ourselves with believe in our vision, share the same values as us, and maybe even, you know, believe that we can soar further than we think that we can. And so you want them to be your biggest cheerleaders, so that when you're not feeling great, or if you're feeling off on a certain day, they can point things out to you and say, hey, look, this is an amazing thing. That you want them to be your canary, your cheerleader, right? Pointing out to you, seeing that, extending you that compassion that you extend them so freely. And so then they will extend to you, hey, look, this is great. This is the great thing, right? They're optimistic and showing you the light when you're experiencing those moments of gravity, right? And so, you know, maybe you're in a space now where you are not surrounded by people that share your same values. Maybe you're surrounded by people that don't even see your vision at all, or believe in your vision. And so I feel it's almost like there's two different species of animals, right? Where you're one and the people that you're surrounded by are a complete different species. And the two that come up specifically to me are the mouse and the bird. And with the bird, I'm going to talk about the canary. So when we talk about these, we're going to talk about them as totems. Now, know that each species has its own advantages, right? So you could be surrounded by the mouse right now. You could be in a room full of mice and you are a canary, right? Now, the advantage of the mice is that they are inventive, right? They have really beautiful inventive energy. They have fast energy, right? They have heightened perception. But the thing about the mice is that at times they might feel small. They might feel underestimated. And maybe that is exactly how you feel at this time, where you're not embracing that vision completely. You're still reaching for it. You're feeling like you need to play it safe. You're feeling like you should take the safe route. So you're playing small, and you're not leaving your comfort zone. You are not satisfying your curiosity and venturing out to learn new things in life and satisfying this thirst that you have for life, right? All in the name of playing it safe and staying in your comfort zone, because you know that a lot of other people have done it and they've done that very successfully, and that resonates and that feels good and that feels safe, right? So then you have the canaries, and they're in another room, and now you're a canary and you're trying to reach, to soar to new heights, right? You're reaching for it. And so the thing about the canaries is that they're joyful and they're optimistic. And the thing about the canaries is when they sing like a canary, you hear that phrase, is they have a vision, but they have a way with their words, and they have the ability to speak things into existence. Maybe they have the ability to speak clearly and leave an impact on other people. So they can be very persuasive. So getting their way. And so I feel like the thing about this is that even in challenging times, there is a happy energy, a compassionate energy that accompanies the canary. And I feel that this is in essence what the canary is about, that even though there is struggle in getting to that space where you're reaching those new heights, even though there is struggle from the past to mold you and shape you and to grow you into the person that you're meant to be, you're still optimistic, right? And you still believe that you can reach those new heights and soar to those new heights. And so with this, you are meant to do great things. You're here to do great things. You're here to experience amazing things. But you cannot experience those amazing things from that comfort zone, from that room of playing it small. Okay? And so this is where they say birds of a feather flock together. So you want to go out, really meet new people, meet people that believe in your vision, believe in your values, can see your vision taking shape, can give you advice, can give you guidance, can be optimistic about your vision taking hold in this reality, right? You want to be with other canaries. And so with the message here is really about sharing your gifts. Your gifts are meant to be shared. Your God-given talents are meant to be shared with the world. And so this is really a time where, yes, you have embraced that in a safe space. In that space, in that room with the mice, you have allowed yourself to ride a bike, so to speak, with training wheels and practice those God-given talents. And now it is time to take the training wheels off the bike and allow yourself to embrace your power and allow yourself to then fly like the canary, fly like the bird, and allow yourself to experience flying above, and seeing how everything is just taking shape and seeing new perceptions of the world, right? And new perspectives, and seeing how everything can feel amazing and be amazing by allowing yourself to no longer play it small. So this is about our power. So I went ahead and pulled a power card. Now we have the future. This is Goddess Skull, okay? Now this is really the Norse goddess coming in, reminding us to pay attention to our thoughts throughout this process, our actions, and consistent action, consistent positive thoughts throughout, as long as we're staying present in in every moment of every day, extending compassion to ourselves, extending compassion to other people, understanding that there's strength in our vulnerability, and then embracing that as a power to shape our future. That is where the power of our intention lies, is in our everyday moments, our everyday choices, okay? So just be mindful that you have a beautiful future taking shape, right? It's all coming together for you. This is an amazing gift that you have here. Will you choose to play it small, or will you take the training wheels off the bike and then learn how to fly? So it's a beautiful, beautiful read here for us. I do so hope that it resonates for you as always. If you're interested in your own personal reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. You can hit me up in the messenger on Facebook, on my business page, Enchanted Emerald. You can book a session with me on the Square site, pinned in the description box below here on YouTube. Or you can simply email me at enchantedemeraldny@gmail.com. As always, I will be back with another read for you guys again soon. Thank you so much. Take care.